Hello, everybody. This is Travis at Capsule Computers. We are here with Mike, aka CaffeineCraft, here at Anime Magic 2022. Uh, to begin with, can you tell us what you're wearing right now?
I am in Monster Hunter armor. This is
Yeah.
specifically Mizutsune.
Hmm.
It's this kind of big, elegant, like water dragon that's very long, it's very pink, white, yellow colors, kind of almost flamboyant.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite designs, going back to when it was introduced in 4, for
Hmm.
a GU, I should say, actually. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Monster Hunter, you go out, you slay dragons, you carve them up for parts, and then you make your beautiful corpse dresses.
Yep.
So I've been a big fan of the series for a while now, and I absolutely love building armor from it.
Is this from the GU or is this from Rise?
This was the GU design, actually.
Okay.
I started like conceptualizing and building a couple pieces before Rise was even announced.
Ah.
And then they came back and the trailer just had Mizu and I'm like, oh my god, thank you for bringing it back. I missed you so much from not being in World. So
Uh, so how long, on average, would it take to go as elaborate as this costume would be?
Uh, my fiance and I actually built 2 sets together. We
Oh.
started in February and finished in the room at ASEN
Oh. Wow.
before the masquerade. So in total it was about 700 hours, a little
Oh.
over
Wow.
for two. So I mean, divide that in half. It's going to take you anywhere from 300 to 400 hours.
Hmm.
And honestly, there's sets that are more elaborate than this
Yeah.
that probably would take upwards of like 400 to 500 hours to finish.
So what made you want to start cosplaying?
Um, That's a hard one. I'm trying to think. It's been almost 12 years since I first cosplayed, and it was my first cosplay was actually Team Fortress 2. I did a
Oh,
pyro cosplay, like back when that was at its height. I could kind of wanted a cosplay before that, but I didn't think I had like the crafting to pull it off.
Mhm.
And then finally, I had a friend just be like, "Why don't you just do it? Just go do it. We'll have fun." And so I'm like, "All right, fine, I'll do it." And it's just been kind of a slow downhill slide ever since. But no, our first event was I think the con's defunct at this point, but it was GeekCon. It was up in Madison, and he actually also drug us up on stage.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like your first, it's like not my first con, but it was the first time cosplaying, and then also okay, we're going to compete in the contest as well.
Uh-huh.
So it was a blast, and I've just kept doing it ever since.
And what's your favorite part of cosplaying?
Favorite part?
Yes. Like.
Honestly, interactions with folks on the floor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I really like all the build and the process and everything, but when you finally put on something and then go out on the floor and can interact with people, that really is what kind of makes it for me. So whether that's being a little bit in character sometimes and having someone interact off of you, I had a lot of fun doing Cube from Madoka a while back, and people were like, "Oh, can I sign a contract from you?" And their friend would like just drag them away by their neck because they don't want to let them talk to me. Or even doing something like this where people are just like, "Oh my goodness, how did you make this?" Or "This is my favorite armor set." Or they'll come up and be like, "Oh, what weapon do you main? Do you main longsword? You've got a longsword with you." And I've never touched longsword ever. I'm a hammer main.
Oh,
Don't tell them.
my favorite as well. Uh, Either that or the hunting horn.
I really enjoyed the Hunting Horn Rise. It got a much needed boost to fun.
Is there any particular character that's your favorite to cosplay?
Um, I had a lot of fun doing Kira from JoJo's,
Oh yes.
as well as Cube. Not that Cube was like my best work ever, but when you're cosplaying as that character, you get people who interact with you. And like I said, people will come like, "Oh, I want to sign a contract," and I had a briefcase full of contracts.
Oh.
If they asked, they could sign one and take it with them.
Oh, that's cool.
So you had people who would play off of that, or their friend would be like, "Oh no, don't talk to him. He's terrible. Why are you signing a contract? Don't wish for anything." And it was a lot of fun to be in that and have people play off of you like that. And then Kira was just fun because having a severed hand in the breast pocket of your jacket and interacting with JoJo's folks too. It was just a blast to kind of be those characters for a day.
So your bio says you've taught yourself all about the cosplaying. Do you have any tips for newcomers to getting into the hobby?
I would say start small and keep at it. You're gonna make something and you're gonna think it's the most amazing rendition of that character ever. You're gonna go out on the con floor and there's gonna be someone like 10 feet over there doing the same character that you're doing like a million times better. and you just have to kind of just go with it and keep working at it. You can't let that discourage you. You have to use that more of as an inspiration than something to discourage you.
Okay.
Especially when I got started, I started doing Pokemon trainers. So I think every main series trainer up through Generation 6. And it's all just plain clothes. I'm just going to make everything. I'll make the pants, I'll make the shirt. And it challenges yourself to kind of push that envelope of what you know how to do. And before you know it, you're wearing like crazy armor and unable to sit down and things like that. So,
right. So looking through many of your past costumes that you've shown off in your biography, you got many bulky costumes and giant props. Is there any particular prop that you're especially proud of?
I could grab it on the count. The longsword I've got sitting over there. That was actually the first thing I fully modeled in Blender and 3D printed and then finished. So getting to learn all the processes to make a really good finished 3D print were really out of my wheelhouse. I've normally been a tailor for most of my cosplaying career. Right. So being able to go really deep into prop making and to come out with something that looks fantastic was really enjoyable to me. And I call it my son or my baby. I love it so much, and I'm really looking forward to sinking my teeth into more 3D prints and finishing off things just like that.
So is 3D printing your new favorite, or is there like a favorite material you like to use besides that?
I'd say also EVA foam. Okay. Like a lot of this, there's a lot of foam armor bits in this, and I'd worked with foam armor before, but not quite to this level. Mm-hmm. But being able to again take a lot of things that I had learned in previous builds that probably weren't all that good, and then apply them and bring together something like this. This is honestly has been one of my dream cosplays to pull together, and I could not be happier with it.
So anything particular you're looking forward to here at Anime Magic this weekend?
I'm looking forward to the costume contest tomorrow. Yeah. I'll be, apart from judging alongside Pirate Fox and Yaya, been organizing and coordinating a lot of the stuff backstage. And having gone and done contests for up to 10 years now, being able to actually do some of the behind-the-scenes coordination and running of the event as well has been really enjoyable to me. Right. And I'm someone who really likes to teach and empower all of the newer cosplayers coming up. Yeah, okay. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the novices, and I want to see hands at orientation tomorrow. So this is the first time I've cosplayed, or I've entered a contest, or this is my first time ever going on stage. I'm not even a theater kid, so being able to see people like that and watch them grow is going to be, I think, really enjoyable.
Okay. So to wrap up, can you let us know, our readers know, where they can find you on social media?
I'm primarily on Instagram. Okay. It should be CaffeineCraft. Just one word, Caffeine craft. Same thing with Twitter. I'm trying to post there more often, but Instagram is usually my go-to.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much.